What's going on? I'm Addison Bale. Let me take you inside my studio. Come on. Oh, come on. It's not much, but it's mine. I have this quarter of it. So this is from like this bookshelf shelving unit thing over to the wall. And ceilings are really high. Yeah. Broke a glass. Ay. I live in Crown Heights, and my studio is in Bushwick. I live like the southernmost edge of Crown Heights. I feel like a lot of the time, especially if I come at the end of a work day, it takes a little while to get, like I get here and just immediately like kind of the like fatigue of the day will wash over me. I might be hungry, generally tired. It takes a while to get into the flow of making something or just sketching, reading, whatever it is I'm doing in here. And I'll normally put music on, maybe jump rope for a couple of minutes. I can show you my jump rope that I use to keep me myself from procrastinating too much. I'll jump rope, and then eventually we'll start sketching and maybe painting. Everything behind me now is all work in progress. I had finished these 5 narrow, tall canvases, and then I painted over them all because I didn't like them. So, yeah. But it's kind of amazing. It's wonderful to paint something and then be like, all right, it's not, even if it's good, it's not what I want it to be. So it's a little bit exhausting, but it's kind of amazing to just be like, I'm just gonna paint over it, start over. So this is the starting over. Me and foam, we actually go way back because my very good friend Adam Daniel Benson Karras has been working at foam since for like 6 years or something. I like the challenge of making a beer label because I don't really I don't do much like graphic work or any graphic design stuff. I'm also terrible with graphic design tools like Adobe, Photoshop, Illustrator, InDesign. I mean, I'm completely inept with any computer-based practice, that's for sure. So the beer is called Lovers Rock. Right now, we're listening to an album called Lovers Rock by Sade, which recently, this summer, as I've been in the studio a lot, a couple of albums have been just like, I just like keep coming back to and putting on all the time. This is one of them. From there, I began to develop the image for the label, which I can show you. It's very inspired by the classic New York coffee cups, which are blue and have this kind of Greek motif. And well, originally I thought maybe it'd be a Hefeweizen, but it's a coffee porter, which makes a lot more sense. And I thought about the fact that marble, like in Greek sculpture, is a rock. And, well, yeah, basically. And so I thought that was kind of cheeky. But I also wanted to bring something New York, very New York, to the label. I like being out of the studio. This summer I've been in the studio like too much. I think it's really good to just like live life and hang out. But also there's this issue, which is just that nobody's gonna make these paintings for me. So it's a trade-off. Gotta be in here a lot. Right now I have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 canvases in progress. So part of the way that I stay on track is when I'm not here, I do other things at home. Writing is a big part of my practice and life. So I'm pretty focused on writing, mostly poems, developing poetry, but other writing as well. And that I often do at home in the mornings at our little at our kitchen table. And I sit in the window and I write. And so that's something that I'll do at home, which is a whole other like back end of my practice. I actually don't think I should put this in the rice cooker. I've made paint with turmeric, which is kind of a sort of a low-hanging fruit, honestly, if you're gonna paint with a spice. I have not literally like thrown like a cucumber or something into the painting, nor do I typically paint vegetables. I do think about still lives a lot, though. I think about them. I look at still lives. I sketch them on my own. They're not often literally interpreted in my paintings, but they're kind of there underneath it all, you could say. He was taking me grocery shopping, and he was like, what should we cook tonight? I said, I think he was like, we're gonna make a pasta. And I was like, all right, maybe we could pick up some zucchini, some beans. And he goes, zucchini? What's a zucchini? And I was like, zucchini. Like, it's like a super common thing, a super common vegetable. It's like green. It kind of looks like a thin, long squash, but it's got soft skin. And he goes, you mean a courgette? And I was like, the French word, courgette. And he goes, no, it's courgette. And I was like, well, right. So it's a zucchini. It's kind of like, but we can get a zucchini and we'll make a courgette. And he goes, what you mean make a courgette out of a zucchini? You mean like making trousers out of pants? And I was like, what? He goes, is it the same thing or is it something coming out of another thing? And I was like, what's going on here? It was like, no, it's the same thing.